to the Lord in prayer. Uh, it's in Matthew 6:10. It said, we should pray. Yeah, we should pray that God's love reign on this earth. And you know, this earth is full of all kind of stuff, and no telling what you might encounter during the day to day. So we know that God's love is not all over this earth. Unfortunately, it's not even in a lot of Christians. Let's just be honest. But this is what, if you're praying, and this is what we want God's love to be. It should be special in Christians and avid churchgoers. You know, we should have that love that He gave us, that love and that respect for one another. Sometimes we're going to get discouraged. We're going to go through trials and tribulations, even as church members. And that's the human factor of it. But we can't let that get you down. We know we're human. Right here, sometimes somebody's going to say something that you just don't agree with, or do something that you just don't agree with. It's how you handle it. The Bible tells us, you know, if you got a problem with your brother, well, go to your brother. You can take that brother and go to the brother or sister in prayer. You can pray on your own to resolve whatever the issue is. You know, most people see that they think that church members or church people that go to church, they call you holy or whatever, that you don't encounter these problems. We do. We're human, just like anybody else. And you're going to go through trials and tribulations. The Bible said if you, you know, whatever you ask for in His name, He will do it. Well, the key to it is that you have to ask it in His name. You just can't get up and just pray and not be honorable about it and not ask it in God's name. There's a way we pray. A lot of times, you know, our prayers are what we call selfish prayers. We pray for material things and things for us, but we need to learn to pray for our brothers and our sisters. Because whatever we need, like I just said, whatever you asking for, whatever you need, if you ask Him in His name, He will do it. But we can't get on our knees, however you pray in your prayer closet, and it's always, Lord, give me this, give me that, or, you know, we need to think about others and their needs and what they're going through. And the thing about prayer, one thing is that whatever we're going through, and no matter how often we pray, it may not come. People get discouraged to say, well, I've been praying. I had a guy at work was telling me he went on dialysis. This was about a year ago, and he'd been praying and praying, and he felt like the Lord was going to answer him. Say, well, He didn't tell you He wasn't going to answer you. He just didn't tell you He was going to answer you today. And, you know, that's the way we want things. We want things right now. And we don't have that patience to wait on the Lord. Because He know one of the things about the Lord, He know what's best for us better than we know what's best for ourselves. We can pray for all the material things, all whatever. It doesn't mean that it's the best thing for us. A lot of times people pray for these things, pray for good jobs or material things, and they get these things, and guess what? they fall out of God's kingdom. They stop coming to church because they got this job over here where they got to work. They done bought all this stuff, and now they got to work all these shifts to maintain their lifestyle. And if you are honorable and do what the Lord wants you to do, the only lifestyle you need to maintain is the lifestyle that He gives you. And one thing we know about it, He gives us everything we need. Everything. Just right here in this congregation, we have a middle-aged to older group, and a lot of us have health issues. We go through things, but it's not one time that the Lord hadn't helped us. During the pandemic, Brother CJ was in ICU with COVID, but look at him today. And I mean, that's through prayer. And, that's through prayer and faith. In ICU, laying in the bed, perhaps the doctors, a lot of times the doctors might tell the family, well, it's nothing we can do. I had an uncle about 20, he's dead now. They told the family, well, he was on the ventilator to unplug it. And his wife said no. And she didn't. She said, I'm praying. And guess what? He lived another 12, 13 years. So that's when we put our trust in the right person and put our belief in the right person. Even the doctors, the Lord gave the doctors the wisdom to do what they do. It's Luke 11:2 said we should pray for daily preservations. Well, daily preservation, when we wake up, we ought to pray, thanking the Lord, first of all, for waking us up. Amen. That's the first thing. And then thanking Him for our family or whatever. Like I said earlier, sometimes we get into what we call selfish prayers, and that's okay. We're human. Everybody have needs. But we have to learn to pray for others and pray as a church family. When you become one, when your prayers become one and you become unity, then it's powerful. Nobody can't break that barrier. They can only break your prayer. Satan can only get in there if you allow him.